Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Ladies and gentlemen, your business will never outgrow your personal development. This truth is fundamental, yet so many people overlook it. They focus on external strategies, marketing, sales techniques, networking, but forget the most important asset they have is themselves.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You are the foundation of everything you are building. If you are not growing, if you are not expanding your capacity, your vision, your emotional intelligence, then everything else you try to build will eventually hit a ceiling.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. That ceiling isn't in the economy, it isn't in your customers, it isn't in your competitors. It's inside you. The invisible limitations in your mindset, your beliefs, your habits, and your skills will show up as visible limitations in your results. You cannot pour new wine into old wineskins.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded in the same way. You cannot expect to operate $1 million business with a $100 mindset. The skills that brought you to where you are now are not sufficient to take you to where you want to go. Every new level of success requires a new level of you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, and personal development isn't something you can outsource. You can hire employees, you can delegate tasks, but you cannot delegate your own growth. Only you can choose to become more disciplined. Only you can decide to feed your mind with better information.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Only you can strengthen your character to handle the pressures of higher leadership and greater wealth. Some people are trying to build 6-figure or 7-figure businesses, but they are still operating with attitudes and behaviors that match their old paycheck.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. They want the rewards of growth without paying the price of growth. They want to reap the harvest without sowing the seeds. But business and life don't work that way. If you want more, you must become more. That's not a punishment. That's an invitation.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's an invitation to step into a better version of yourself, a version who thinks differently, moves differently, speaks differently, and attracts different opportunities. When you focus on personal development, you expand your capacity to solve problems.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You become the kind of person who doesn't shrink when challenges arise, but who steps up and finds solutions. And guess what? Business is nothing but organized problem solving. The more problems you can solve, and the bigger the problems you can handle, the bigger your paycheck will be.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. This is why two people can have the same marketing plan, the same product, the same tools, but completely different results. One person has grown internally, the other has stayed the same. And your internal growth will always determine the external results you can sustain.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Personal growth isn't just about learning new skills. All those skills are part of it. It's about building resilience, sharpening your focus, mastering your emotions, and strengthening your vision. It's about becoming a person who can see opportunities where others see obstacles.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's about developing the habits of success long before the success shows up. It's about practicing excellence in the little things so that when bigger things come, you're already prepared to handle them. The good news is you don't have to be perfect to grow. You just have to be willing.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Willing to look at yourself honestly. Willing to admit where you need to improve. Willing to put in the work when no one else is watching. Willing to stretch yourself beyond your comfort zone. Every time you choose growth over comfort, you are building a bigger foundation.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, and the bigger your foundation, the bigger the structure you can build on it. Most people are frustrated because they're trying to build skyscrapers on shack-sized foundations. But you can't hold more until you become more.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Your personal development is the construction site for the life and business you're dreaming about. Every book you read, every mentor you listen to, every disciplined habit you cultivate is another brick laid in that foundation.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. The more you grow, the more you can hold. The more you can hold, the more you can give. And the more you can give, the greater your impact will be in the marketplace and in the lives you are called to serve. Personal growth is the price of professional greatness.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's a universal law that cannot be bypassed or negotiated. Too many people are praying for elevation while resisting the process of preparation. They want the crown without carrying the cross.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. They want the platform without enduring the process that builds the character strong enough to stand on that platform without crumbling under pressure.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. In every industry, in every market, in every generation, the ones who rise to the top are not simply those who are the most talented, but those who have done the internal work to sustain success once they achieve it. Talent may open the door, but character and discipline keep you in the room. Shoo!
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, and character and discipline are fruits of personal growth. Professional greatness demands a level of responsibility that only personal growth can prepare you for. The greater the influence, the greater the pressure. The bigger the business, the bigger the problems that will demand your attention.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded without personal growth. Success becomes a burden instead of a blessing. It crushes people who have not developed the mental toughness, emotional resilience, and leadership skills required to carry it. This is why some people sabotage their own success without even realizing it.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded deep down. They know they are not yet the person who can handle what they say they want. They fear the responsibility that comes with the reward because they have not yet become bigger on the inside than the challenges they will face on the outside.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Investment in personal growth is not just a nice idea. It's a requirement for anyone serious about professional excellence. It requires time, money, energy, and focus. You have to be willing to read when others are watching TV.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You have to be willing to attend workshops, hire coaches, enroll in courses, and seek mentorship when others are content to coast on what they already know. Growth demands intentionality. Nobody drifts into greatness. If you are not growing on purpose, you are shrinking by accident.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. The marketplace does not reward potential. It rewards performance, and performance is the product of preparation. Personal growth is your preparation. It's the secret place work that produces the public place rewards. There's a reason why the biggest names in any industry are always learning.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. They understand that professional excellence is a moving target. What worked yesterday might not work tomorrow. Complacency is the enemy of greatness. The moment you believe you've arrived is the moment you start your decline. Personal growth keeps you sharp, adaptable, and innovative.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It keeps you hungry and humble at the same time. It reminds you that no matter how much you have achieved, there is always another level of mastery to pursue. Personal growth also redefines your relationship with failure.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. When you commit to growing, you no longer see mistakes as reasons to quit, but as lessons to be learned. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback because you have developed the mindset that every challenge carries within it the seed of equal or greater opportunity.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Growth gives you the perspective to see beyond your current circumstances and to keep moving forward when others would give up. It builds an internal compass that keeps you aligned with your vision, even when the journey gets hard.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. In the professional world, those who are constantly growing are magnetic. Opportunities are drawn to them. People want to work with them. Clients want to buy from them. Leaders want to promote them.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's not because they are lucky, it's because they have paid the price in private to become the person who is ready for the opportunities that show up in public. Personal growth changes your energy, your presence, your leadership.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It increases your value in the marketplace because you have become someone who can create, lead, inspire, and deliver at a higher level.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. When you grow personally, you don't have to chase success. Success starts chasing you because you have become someone who naturally attracts it through who you are and how you show up. Your environment mirrors your mindset.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Everything you see around you, your income level, your relationships, your career status, your business health, is a direct reflection of what's happening internally. The outside world is simply a photograph of your inner world developed over time.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. This is why you cannot change your results permanently until you change your thinking permanently. Too many people are trying to fix external problems with external solutions, but they never address the root issue, which is the way they perceive themselves, the world. themselves, the world, and what's possible for them.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you are prepared for mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. The environment around you will stretch or shrink in proportion to your mindset. If you are living with a mindset of scarcity, fear, or mediocrity, your environment will show it.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded it will look like missed opportunities, constant struggle, and limitations. But if you cultivate a mindset of abundance, growth, and possibility, your environment will begin to mirror that back to you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Doors will open, relationships will align, and new levels of success will begin to manifest, not because the world changed, but because you changed. Every limitation you see in your environment is first a limitation in your own mind.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. When you break through the mental ceiling, the external ceiling cannot hold you any longer. Many people try to change their environments without changing themselves first. They think if they get a better job, move to a better city, or network with better people, their life will automatically improve.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, and sometimes external changes can create a temporary lift, but it never lasts unless the internal shifts match it. A small mind will shrink great opportunities down to the level of its comfort zone.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's not the external circumstance that determines your destiny. It's the internal conditioning that sets the boundaries for what you can receive and sustain. That's why two people can go through the same economic recession, and one will lose everything, while the other will find a way to thrive.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It's not what's happening around you. It's what's happening inside you. You cannot attract an environment of excellence with a mindset of laziness. You cannot live in an environment of abundance with a poverty mindset.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You cannot experience an environment of growth if you are committed to staying the same. Transformation always starts internally before it shows up externally. Mindset precedes manifestation.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Before you can occupy new territories in your career or business, you must first conquer old territories in your mind. You must uproot the weeds of doubt, fear, procrastination, and unworthiness. You must plant seeds of vision, belief, discipline, and faith.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, and when you nurture those seeds daily, they will begin to bear fruit in your environment. One of the most powerful things you can do to change your life is to become hyper-aware of what your environment is reflecting back to you. Your results are feedback, not failure.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. If you're not seeing the success you desire, ask yourself what belief systems are producing these results. Where have you settled? Where have you settled? Where have you compromised? Where are you thinking too small? The answers to these questions are never found outside. They are always found inside.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. As you take full responsibility for your mindset, you begin to take full control of your environment. Mindset creates behaviors, and behaviors create environments. It's a chain reaction. When you shift your thinking, you shift your actions.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. When you shift your actions, you shift the atmosphere around you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Over time, what once felt like a distant dream becomes your new normal. It becomes normal for you to succeed, to lead, to create impact, to live in abundance, because you have reprogrammed the source of your reality, which is your mind. Personal mastery leads to environmental mastery.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Growth within always leads to growth without. The environment you want to live in already exists. It's waiting for you to grow into the person who belongs there. Success is rented, and rent is paid daily through personal discipline.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It is not a one-time payment. It is not a lump sum. It is a daily commitment to excellence, consistency, and intentional growth. Too many people believe that if they reach a certain milestone, hit a certain income, land a certain client, achieve a certain title, then the work is done.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, but success is not a destination. It is a journey, and every single day demands payment in the form of self-discipline, focus, sacrifice, and action. The moment you stop paying the rent, you start losing the territory you have gained.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Success doesn't care about what you did last year or even last week.
It responds to what you are doing right now. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's what turns dreams into reality and intentions into achievements.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded talent without discipline is wasted potential. Vision without discipline is just a fantasy. You can have all the ambition in the world, but without the discipline to act on it consistently, it will die unborn. Discipline is the quiet work behind the scenes that produces loud rewards in the future.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded it's waking up early to study when you could sleep in. It's making the sales calls when you don't feel like it. It's practicing your craft when no one is watching. It's doing the hard things first instead of procrastinating.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded discipline is not about doing what's easy or convenient. It's about doing what's necessary, even when it's uncomfortable. The people who achieve lasting success are those who have mastered the art of daily discipline.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded they understand that small, consistent actions compound into massive results over time. They don't rely on motivation because they know motivation is fickle. They rely on systems, habits, and routines that lock in progress whether they feel like it or not.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded discipline is the muscle that allows you to keep moving toward your goals even when emotions, distractions, and obstacles try to pull you off course. It's the ability to say yes to your vision and no to temporary comfort.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded every time you exercise discipline. You strengthen your capacity to handle more responsibility, more opportunity, and more success. Discipline builds trust. Not just the trust others have in you, but the trust you have in yourself.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded every time you keep a promise to yourself, you increase your confidence. You reinforce the belief that you are capable, reliable, and worthy of the success you are working toward.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, on the other hand. Every time you break a promise to yourself, you erode your confidence and feed the lie that you are not enough. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up for yourself day after day, even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded success leaves clues, and one of the most obvious clues is that high achievers have high standards for their daily disciplines. They are not waiting for a deadline to get serious. They treat every day as a critical step toward their bigger goals.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded they understand that how you do anything is how you do everything. Sloppiness in small things creates sloppiness in big things. Excellence in small things creates excellence in big things. Every daily action either builds or breaks the future you are working to create. Discipline also frees you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. While it may feel restrictive in the moment, discipline actually creates more freedom over time. Financial discipline creates financial freedom. Health discipline creates physical freedom. Time discipline creates schedule freedom.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded the very thing that feels hard in the beginning becomes the very thing that sets you apart and lifts you up. Most people are imprisoned by their lack of discipline, trapped in cycles of frustration, regret, and mediocrity. Discipline breaks the chains and unlocks the doors to your potential.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded when you understand that success is rented and the rent is due daily. You stop looking for shortcuts and start building the habits that make success inevitable. You stop negotiating with your excuses and start negotiating with your future. Ha, sir.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded every day becomes an opportunity to pay the rent, to show up with excellence, and to prove to yourself that you are serious about the life you say you want. You must decide, invest, and act to grow. Growth does not happen by accident, and it does not happen by osmosis.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You cannot simply wish for growth and expect it to show up at your door. Growth demands a decision, a clear, firm, and intentional decision that you will not stay where you are. The decision to grow separates the dreamers from the doers.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. It marks the moment when you stop tolerating mediocrity in your life and start pursuing mastery. Without decision, all the resources in the world will go unused.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded all the information, all the opportunities, all the potential connections mean nothing if you have not made a true commitment in your heart and mind that growth is not optional for you. Decision precedes expansion. The moment you decide, really decide, things start moving.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded opportunities that were invisible before begin to show up. Solutions to problems start appearing because you are now operating with clarity and conviction. After deciding, you must be willing to invest. Growth will cost you something.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded it will cost you time, it will cost you energy, it will cost you money, it will cost you comfort. You cannot have significant growth with a minimal investment.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded too many people say they want to grow, but when it comes time to pay the price, whether that's paying for coaching, buying the books, attending the conferences, or making the sacrifices necessary, they hesitate. They hesitate because they are still trying to get maximum results with minimum effort.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded, but life and business do not reward the lukewarm. Your level of investment reflects your level of seriousness. If you want to grow a little, invest a little. If you want to grow a lot, invest a lot. There's no way around it.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded the universe responds to commitment, and commitment is proven through investment. Investing doesn't just mean spending money. It means positioning yourself where you can absorb wisdom, challenge, correction, and inspiration. It means putting yourself in rooms where you are not the smartest person.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded it means stretching yourself beyond what's comfortable. It means refusing to let fear of failure or fear of loss dictate your actions. Every investment you make in yourself compounds over time. It may not yield immediate fruit, but it will produce a harvest if you stay faithful. Speaker audio incorrectly encoded you are your greatest asset, and the returns on investing in yourself will always outperform any stock, real estate, or business investment if you steward them well. But even decision and investment are not enough without action. Action is the bridge between intention and manifestation.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded too many people get stuck in learning mode, preparing endlessly without ever stepping into the arena. Growth only happens when you move. You cannot think your way into a new level. You must act your way into it. You must take the scary step. You must make the uncomfortable call.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You must launch the project before you feel ready. Action creates momentum. It turns fear into confidence. It turns potential into reality. The longer you wait to act, the more your doubts grow. But the moment you move, the tide shifts in your favor.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded action requires faith because you are moving before you see the full picture. You are trusting that what you have invested will produce a return even if you can't see it yet. See it yet.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. You are trusting that your decision to grow was the right one, even when challenges come. Growth-minded action is not reckless. It is strategic and persistent. It is rooted in vision, fueled by belief, and confirmed by continuous steps forward. It doesn't matter how small the steps are.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded consistent, intentional action will eventually create a breakthrough. The only way to fail is to stop moving. Growth demands that you decide with boldness, invest with seriousness, and act with relentless determination. Every great leader, entrepreneur, and influencer you admire has walked this path.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. They did not drift into greatness. They chose it daily, they paid for it with sacrifices, and they built it step by step through imperfect, consistent action. Leadership begins with self-leadership. Before you can effectively lead others, you must first be able to lead yourself.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. Leadership is not a title, a position, or a set of responsibilities. It is a way of being. It is the way you manage your own emotions, the way you control your own habits, the way you govern your own mind. Self-leadership is the foundation upon which all other leadership is built.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. If you cannot direct your own actions with discipline, how can you expect to inspire others to trust your direction? If you cannot hold yourself accountable to your own standards, how can you hold a team to a standard of excellence? People do not follow words, they follow example.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. They don't trust what you say. They trust who you are when no one is watching. Self-leadership requires vision. You must have a clear and compelling vision for your own life before you can cast vision for anyone else.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded. If you do not know where you are going,
How can you lead others toward a greater future? Vision gives your life direction, and that direction shows up in your daily decisions.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded leadership starts when you take full ownership of your personal growth journey. When you stop blaming circumstances, stop waiting for permission, and stop expecting someone else to change your life for you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded leadership begins when you realize that you are the CEO of your own life and you accept full responsibility for the results you create. Self-leadership also demands emotional intelligence. It's not enough to be smart intellectually. You must be smart emotionally.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded this means you know how to manage your emotions instead of letting them manage you. It means you respond instead of react. It means you can remain calm under pressure, resilient under criticism, and humble under success.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded emotional intelligence allows you to stay grounded and steady when the storms of life and business inevitably come. Without emotional intelligence, you are a liability to yourself and to everyone you are called to lead.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded with it, you become a stabilizing force, someone who others trust and want to follow. Another pillar of self-leadership is self-discipline. Leadership is not about doing what you feel like doing, it's about doing what must be done whether you feel like it or not.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded self-discipline builds credibility with yourself. Every time you show up when you said you would, every time you complete a task you committed to, every time you do the hard thing instead of the easy thing, you strengthen your identity as a leader.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded leadership is not built in public moments of recognition. It is forged in private moments of decision when no one else is watching. Self-discipline is what gives you the right to lead others because it proves that you can first lead yourself.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded self-leadership also requires a relentless commitment to growth. Leaders are learners. The moment you stop growing, you start dying as a leader. The world is changing too fast to coast on what you knew yesterday.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded to lead effectively. You must be committed to constant learning, constant adapting, constant improving. This means being willing to be uncomfortable, being willing to fail forward, being willing to admit what you don't know, so you can learn what you need to know.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded a true leader does not have all the answers, but they are committed to finding better answers every day. Ultimately, self-leadership is about integrity. It's about alignment between your values and your actions. It's about doing the right thing even when it's costly, inconvenient, or unpopular.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded it's about building a reputation not just with others but with yourself that says, I can trust me. Integrity is the currency of leadership and it is earned in the daily choices that no one else sees. When you lead yourself well, opportunities will find you. Resources will be attracted to you.
Speaker audio incorrectly encoded people will follow you, not because you demanded it, but because you embodied it. Your level of self-leadership will always determine your level of external leadership. You don't become a leader by accident. You become a leader by leading yourself with excellence every single day.